So we're gonna head there, get a Powerball ticket, get a beer, and yeah, the idea of fluid legality, especially with evolving technology. I hope that's not an ambulance at the convenience store. Hold on. Hopefully it's just like a dairy truck. Maybe it's Bluebell or something. Anyways, yeah, fluid legality. It means like what could be legal today might be declared illegal tomorrow, because the technology is changing so fast. So like, let's say a Chinese app, it's found out that it's been collecting data on American citizens. Well, then it would get banned like TikTok. And so what I'm saying is, if a new technology comes out, it might be legal today, and then when lawmakers come, they might take it away. So it just depends. I'm not saying that people should look before they leap either, because it could be a Trojan virus also.
All right, appreciate it, buddy. I'll do it right.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
Busy night?
Yeah.
President's Day, yeah, before the storms. Busy, that's good.
$4 and this one, huh?
Yep. I'm glad it was like a Lay's truck. Yes, please. So at first I was like, oh no, that's not an ambulance. And I was like, oh good, it's like chips and stuff. All right, later. All right. Dun, 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 dun. So mission accomplished. Ooh. It's almost time for the Presidance. So Tula's downstairs and then Bella's upstairs, because Tula can't be around the stairs so she doesn't fall and die. So it's a fragile little pup. So she'll stay with mom, which is great, because then me and Bella can be bosom buddies upstairs for a little while. And That one dude was like real country. He's like, "Hi, y'all." Dude was real country, boy. Y'all got that skull too, dog. It's the real country people. Yeah, the business was pretty frenetic in there because there's a big thunderstorm coming tomorrow and with the big freeze. So it's probably busy at all the stores, most likely. Get it dawned. Oh shit. Stepped on some shit. Got the brewski. Take out the trash. Oh. Hey, hey. All right. Let's go and get this. Got the brewski area here. So, yeah, we got the brewski area. Let's take care of business, Elvis. Ooh. All right. Another mission accomplished. It's time to accomplish. It's time to accomplish a very important mission, which is beer. All right. Beer. Happy Presidance Day. My favorite pitcher, is the beer pitcher. They traded Alex Bregman to the Boston. Is it called the Red Sox? Yeah. The band is breaking up. I knew they would once they hit 30. That's when all men die at 30. No, not all men die at 30. I'm saying that's when their sports life starts to go to shit. Look at Aaron Rodgers past 40. Damn. Human species, not really meant to last, just meant to sparkle for a little while. Ooh. It's kind of getting nippy out there, and I gotta put some shit up. Nippy. Tula is here. See what my lottery tickets tonight? Oh man, so what is this lottery ticket for? $84 million. What would I do with that? Eat pussy? Was that Scarface? Where'd you get a face like that? Eating pussy? Oh, eating pussy, eh? Yeah, that was a good one. Brian De Palma, Al Pacino. Oh. What? No, I'm not all the way in yet. But garage is secured. The garage is secured. The garage is secured. I said the garage is secured.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay, Tula.
I'm just worried, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm afraid she's gonna get slammed in the garage door.
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, when Bella was a pup, so my stepdad's like, what, 6'2", 6'3". He was stepping on her all the time. And I think I might have done it once. Step on little puppy Bella. Yeah. If you get over 6 feet, it's hard to see these little dogs, like little puppies like that big. You know, if you're like a big dude. Yeah. And then, but now we know that the dog wants to attack our feet. All the Shih Tzus, all the little puppies do. And they think it's a game to keep up with the feet. And so now I know that, like, be real careful. But the first Shih Tzu, I didn't know how to do that. And dog we had before was Princess. It was a Schnauzer. And she had been dead for a long time, actually. And so we couldn't move on from Princess for a little while. And then in 2010, Mom finally broke down and got Bella. So our first Shih Tzu. And so now we have our second Shih Tzu, Tula, into the mix. Couldn't resist at the Woodlands Mall today. Is that wise to buy a $5,000 dog if you're not rolling in dough? It's not wise, but life is short. So there you go. Yeah. If someone's like, hey, I bought a baby, or I bought a dog, or I bought a giraffe, and they're like, oh, how much did it cost? And they're like $7,000. Like, can we afford that? Well, it's not really important. It's the love that's important, you know? Life is short, so yeah, all right. So, yeah. Tula and Bella, they haven't bonded quite just yet, but we're hoping they bond real well. And we have our wolf pack expands, and we have like a team, a bigger team. So our team expands. That's what I'm hoping for. Welcome to the team, to the dream team. Yeah, $84 million. You know, I'd always want to go on those European vacations. I'm tired of seeing just politicians and rich people do it all the time. I'd love to go myself, go to Europe. Yeah, I like that movie, National Lampoon's European Vacation. Not just see the place in France where the naked ladies dance, The naked, where the titties are shaking everywhere. Bouncy titties. Boom, boom, boom. But, yeah, I'd like to see the Louvre and Eiffel Tower and all that stuff. A lot of my buddies growing up, they've seen Europe, a lot of Europe, and I've seen 0% of it. I've seen 0% of it. Well, neither has my family, so. I mean, I've got the postcards from Alhambra, Spain. You know, I've got the postcards from Stonehenge. I've got postcards from Europe, but never been myself. Trust me, if I ever go on a European adventure, I'm going to do a full live stream of it. Yeah. If I go on Wheeler Does Europe, yeah, that'll be great. I was like, howdy. Where's your beer? Where are you from? Where are you from? Texas. Yeah. Everything's bigger, you know what I mean, ladies? Ah. Yeah. So Europe would be fun if you're up for it. Nice. And my friend from Hollywood, he lives in Germany. Oh, they got some great beer there. They have like some nice sausage, bratwurst, beer and sausage. They have women. That might be my kind of place. Oh, they don't have any freedom though. Ah, it was almost paradise. Crap, they don't have freedom of speech. Oh well, I could just visit. It was sounding good until they didn't have the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. They don't have full freedom of expression. So they don't have the freedom to say, man, this leader's a piece of shit. This guy's a corrupt motherfucking bastard. They don't have the freedom to say that like we do in the United States of America. So if you're like, man, Joe Biden's a piece of dog shit, then the Gestapo and the SS, the stormtroopers, don't come and arrest you and haul you away to jail, right? So, because the founding fathers guaranteed the First Amendment, the freedom of expression, not covering terroristic threats, libel, and slander. Those are the only things. Those are the only exceptions to freedom of speech. Besides that, anything goes. Marilyn Manson, filthy comics, curse words, foul, whatever. Yeah, anything goes after that. You can just yell a whole hard rock album of fuck. They can't do it. In America, that can't be, everything's all good as long as you don't say any kind of terroristic threat. That's all good. Or libel or slander. What is libel? Libel is like, let's get those red people. And a lot of people go beat up the red people. That's libel because I'm liable for the actions of others. That's called libel. Slander is just like, man, Jenny is a slut. And then Jenny's really famous and then she sues me for slander. So there's libel, which is inspiring people to do violent or negative acts or illegal or criminal acts. And then slander is just defamation of character or character assassination. Terroristic threats are obvious what that is. They're terroristic threats, so that's pretty self-explanatory without having to explain it. Or it should be self-explanatory what that is. So, thank you, government, government 1 and 2 class in college. Thank you, educating me about the U.S. government and the separation of powers and checks and balances and all the good old stuff. Beer. Haven't had one since Valentine's. I was I was going to call it Valentine's Day, but a German beer mug is a Stein. It's like I believe it's a metal, right? So it's not like, or it's a Stein is a particular kind of German beer mug. So I was like, well, I can't call it Valentine's, but since it was on a Friday, I call it Valen Friday. So then I was like, okay, that'll work. That'll do, pig, babe. That'll do, pig. Beer. Oh, America. Never stop, never stop. America, America. Never stop, never stop. That's front 242. Yeah. America, America. Red Rover, Red Rover. It's like, in the techno song, it says like, Red Rover, Red Rover. Something come right over or something. Yeah, it's been a while since I listened to Front 242 Tragedy for You. It's a beautiful one. Yeah, I had this buddy that he was listening to nothing but industrial music pretty much and hard rock music all the time. So I'm well versed, at least in old electronic and hard rock, heavy metal music at least. Everybody loved Tool. I think that was popular, like kind of mainstream. So not everybody was listening to Pantera, but almost everybody that was a rock fan was listening to Tool. And so not everybody was listening to Marilyn Manson, but almost everybody was listening to Tool. And so Tool is they're not really mainstream. They're just like a band that was cult. They're a band that's mainstream, but not really sell out. It's kind of weird. They're kind of like this weird thing because they're very commercial, but they're anti-commercial. They still maintain they maintain their uniqueness for a while, despite enormous financial and critical success. Yeah. Very unique music, lyrics, and the singer is just amazing. James Maynard Keenan. His voice is like captured this depressing dissonance. Like it was just beautiful. I mean, his voice is just really a great range. It just sounds so dismal and depressing. It's just like glorious. As opposed to somebody like Marilyn Manson, who can kind of sing, but he doesn't sing beautifully. So he just goes and which is okay for his type of music, but he's not really a great singer. Like James Maynard Keenan and Chris Cornell of Soundgarden and Audioslave. Those guys are fucking fantastic singers, right? They can really hit ranges and octaves, and they can really hit it. So they can really do it. That's what I admired about it. Does the singer make the band, or is it the music that makes the band? I think it's the music that makes the band, but if you have a great singer, bonus. So, yeah, I think a great singer is like an enhancer. You don't have to necessarily. You have to have a proficient singer though, or singers. So if you have a band with great music, but the people can't sing, then I guess it's maybe it could fly because Jimi Hendrix couldn't sing, Bob Dylan really couldn't sing. They're not great singers. They're just sufficient enough. So but yeah, Jimi Hendrix musically though, playing the guitar was yeah, out of this world. And so he had a, yeah, I think he had a unique style of singing. It fit his music, kind of the blues and stuff. And yeah, I heard a Jimi Hendrix song that play this commercial like, "Oh, it's another day rain" or something, or some kind of song like that. You know, some kind of blues song. It sounds all right. You know, and if tomorrow don't come, you know, it's like for his kind of blues, kind of like psychedelic rock music. It sounds pretty good. So, is Eric Clapton a great singer? No. I think he's like Jimi Hendrix. He's sufficient. So it's really their instrumentation, it's really their music, which really stands the test of time, right? So Bob Dylan, Robert Zimmerman's music is like, it's not very, it's he's not a great singer at all, but his songs are legendary though. You know, he's now somebody who's a great singer songwriter. He was just on the SNL 50th the other night playing. Is it from Bookends? He's playing Homeward Bound, and he had a singer. I want to watch his performance again just because he's like 80 years old. I'm kind of interested because I know it's not going to be the same thing as when he was 25 or something. So I can't wait to watch that performance with a female singer. I think they were making jokes because I just saw subtitles. It was like, I was writing, or I was on Saturday Night Live before you were born and your mother was born. But I was like, hold on, she looks like at least 24. I was like, really? Before her mother was born too? I don't know about that. Maybe they were just making a joke, right? Because it's Saturday Night Live. It's like, Paul Simon was on Saturday Night Live before you or your mother was born. But I was like, well, let's do the math on that. So she's 24. She was born in the 21st century. All right. And let's say her mother, yeah, maybe her mother was born in 1970. Maybe it was, yeah. Maybe before her parents hooked up and gave birth to her. Yeah, actually, mathematically, that could work out because, you know, as long as you can do the business, you can fuck when you're young. I mean, you know, when you're 18 or, well, something, you know, there's teen moms and shit too. So, yeah, maybe. Yeah. So, yeah, either it was a joke or it was accurate. Paul Simon was playing the show because it was like 1975, 1976 or something. Yeah, maybe so. So the group was called the duo was called Art Garfunkel, Simon and Garfunkel, and they made really incredible music. And to me, it doesn't sound old; it still sounds very fresh. Which is, you know, you have like Scarborough Fair, Homeward Bound, Mrs. Robinson, you know, of course. I always love that one. That one always got me like super pumped. And I always love that. Oh, cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson, Jesus loves you more than you could know. Oh, oh, oh. Like I always thought it sounded really awesome. Yeah, yeah, it was great shit. Paul Simon. Definitely a guy who could play his instrument really badass and sing really amazing at the same time. Really do some like fabulous harmonies. Do. Let's pour the beer. Pour the beer. Pour the beer. Would I leave here if I was a multimillionaire? Well, I suppose. Leave home? I suppose I'd like a place with a yard. Yeah, I would leave. Maybe I'd just rent this place out. You know what I mean? So I could still come back, and then when the tenants left, then I could come back and say, hey, this is my old place. Yeah, maybe I'd hold on to it. Maybe I'd rent it, not sell it. Or maybe I'd say, hey, I'm going to start a new adventure in a mansion somewhere with a big forest, with a big farm, with a big yard that's on my own. Maybe I'd create my own castle somewhere, my own farmland, my own, it's America, So if you got the money, you got the honey. So I was thinking, if I ever got enough money, maybe I'd get a big ass place and build my own house from scratch and have a Wheeler kingdom, a kingdom of Wheelers, a Wheelerian empire to last 1,000 years, 5,000 years. Yeah, maybe something like that. A Wheelerian empire. Yeah. A Wheelerian empire to last the ages. Did my coworker come up to me? He thinks he's the master of trivia when I'm like encyclopedia man with the photographic memory. And the guy comes up, he's always trying to beat me like he's smarter than me, but he's not that smart. But he comes up one day and he's like, he goes, William Wheeler was a vice president of the United States. And I'm like, I know. Or maybe I didn't know, but I'm saying like to, yeah. William Wheeler was vice president of the United States. To Chester A. Arthur, was it? Yeah. Wheelers of New York. Gangs of New York. Fascinating. Fascinating history. I don't know if I'm related to them. All Wheelers they're not necessarily all related because there's different tribes of us. There's different tribes of Smiths and Johnsons and Millers and so on. And Tillers and Murphys and yeah, I mean, we may all emanate from the same place in terms of ancient, origination. However, the Wheeler tribe, it's from England, and then it immigrated to Ireland. So there's two tribes of Wheelers, those originally from England and those that immigrated to Ireland. And then the Irish left mostly during the potato famine and came to America. Yeah. When the famine hit Ireland, then a lot of Irish people left and came to the New World, to New York. Explains why the one of the vice presidents of the United States is named William Wheeler. But anyways, yeah. But that's pretty cool. William A. Wheeler. Yeah, pretty cool guy in terms of what his history is. I don't know if I'm related to the guy, but a lot of Wheelers don't want to say, "Oh man, if there's any Wheelers from the South, they never want to say they're related to Wheelers from the North. There's no way, or Wheelers from the West." So, like, if there's a mayor who's really liberal in Portland, Oregon, that's Wheeler, we don't want to say that we're related to him at all. If there's a really leftist Wheeler in New York, we don't usually want to say that we're related to Wheelers, but we could all be related though. So in some genetic fashion, some kind of origin story, I guess you could say. But would I take biological evolution to mean that I wouldn't take it to a progressive idea that we were from Africa. I don't believe that one for a second. I do, in terms of world history and science coalescing, I do think that people came from the Fertile Crescent. So if I was going to say that ancient Babylon, Iraq, modern day Iraq, Mesopotamia in the ancient world, if I was going to say there would be an origin for mankind, I think it was right there. So, but it is a possibility that there was multiple origins and there was multiple tribes. Cro-Magnon, different prehistoric versions of man that fought for dominance. And so different monkeys that fought for dominance. That could also be true, anthropologically speaking. I figure it was always a competition for power and dominance. And man, and the men, or I'm sorry, the tribes that were the strongest and the most innovative survived and created the most advanced weapons. And those that fell behind, they died out. So that's probably just the truth of history. I know right now they say if we lose the AI race against Chinese Communist Party, that the West is done if the Chinese get an edge on it. Yeah, it's something to worry about. If we're not number one, if Western civilization is not number one, then we're what? Number two. I don't think number two is a good position to be in, really, unless you're taking a shit. Yo. Oh, yeah, no problem. All right. Okay, I'm coming.
What's that? I gotta look.
Okay, little baby. Okay.
She's something else.
She's a spunker.
And then poor Bella is.
Okay, I'm going to go get baby Hooch.
No, she's feeling neglected.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry,
went up
baby.
there- I went up there carrying.
Okay, boo-boo.
I went up there carrying
Yeah.
Layla to try to pet her. And
Uh-huh.
she was trying to hide.
Oh, honey bear. Okay, sorry, boo. Yeah, ooh. Is Bella not in an angelly? I love Moon. Make sure there's no, we have little puppy. We have little puppy baby food. Boop, 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 boop. Now we have a dog nursery. I know the really leftists, they would say that we all came from Africa. I don't think so. I think Mesopotamia, the ancient world. Yeah. Yeah. And it actually, evolutionary biology may not even be true. We could be divine beings by a supreme creator. It could be possible as well. I don't rule out any of these possibilities, because why would you rule out possibilities? And that would be a shortcut to thinking. It wouldn't be incredibly intrepid or intelligent to discount the idea of a god or gods or beings beyond our magnitude. When you think about it, every night when we go to sleep, we're attacked by forces we don't understand. It's not just in our waking life. Oh, let's take it down. No, no. Wait. Is it President Chester C. Arthur? President Chester C. Arthur, and then it's William A. Wheeler is the vice president. Yeah, it's Chester C. Arthur, right? Oh man, I just took a huge mega shit. I know everybody wanted to know about it. Well, don't worry. The stools were brown. No sign of cancer yet. Very nice stools. Hellman's real mayonnaise. Yeah. Oh, what would you like? A Diet Coke? Does she need the food? Oh, what? A Diet Coke and what? Okay. Okay, I'm coming. You got what? Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, love it. Yeah. All right. It is because of the Cherokee Indian trait why I don't want to waste things. Could that be a Native American trait, not to want to waste resources? That could be, because Doge has found that people that may not have Native American ancestry have wasted billions and billions of dollars of American taxpayer money. But if there was a Native American president, if there was somebody with Indian blood, they probably wouldn't waste as much, unless they were hopelessly corrupted and greedy. The reason why the American taxpayer, the American people have been defrauded for the last 20, 40 years is because we don't have checks and balances on our senators and our Congress people in the House of Representatives. There's no term limits. That's the only thing that the founding fathers fucked up, is that they didn't apply term limits to the U.S. Senate and the Congress, those that hold the taxpayers' money. They made a huge fucking mistake. That's the only, everything else is perfect, perfectly free, perfectly beautiful. But this one mistake has fucked us in the ass, that there's no term limits on the U.S. Congress, the legislative branch of the U.S. government. That has caused us to be in almost $37 trillion worth of debt. It's almost totally paralyzed and crippled us. Now, the problem with creating term limits for the legislative branch of government in the United States of America is that those that make the laws, they're called the legislative, they're the ones that would vote for their own term limits. And that is probably unlikely to happen, that those that vote laws are going to vote for limitations of their power. Yeah. gotta make sure Bella's in on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. She looks distraught right now.
I didn't want to scare her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pushing her on her
Right. Yeah.
all day.
She looks like an old man that's about to be replaced by somebody 15 years old.
No, she's not gonna be replaced.
Yeah.
I know Tula's gonna cry when I come up the stairs and she don't see them.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
What? Is she crying?
Coming up the third step. No, Missy.
Oh, Zippy.
The baby.
Oh, the baby.
The baby gave her.
Uh-oh. She's too good.
Yeah.
She's too good.
She weighs.
How much she weighs?
Yeah.
She probably weighs 4 pounds.
No, not even that. She,
Oh, 2 pounds?
2 or 3.
Ooh.
She's not more than 3 pounds.
Yeah. All right.
Could you put,
What?
just put that down and hold her for 1
Yeah.
second, and I'm gonna go kiss and
Okay.
pet
Okay,
by
go.
myself.
Go pet Bella. Okay. Is she good right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Little honey bear.
don't let her go.
Okay. Oh.
Don't use other hands.
Okay. Baby, don't go, my lovely. Baby, don't go. Little, how's Bea doing? Is she feeling it? Oh, she's scared of it. She's scared of other creature, huh? Yeah. Ooh. Bella's scared of other creature.
She's not used to being around other dogs. She might think she's a stuffed animal.
Well, you know what?
No.
She thinks that she's really afraid of heights.
Who?
I'm glad she's afraid of heights.
Who? Oh, Bella.
Tula.
Oh, Tula?
Yeah, I'm glad Tula's afraid of heights.
How do you know?
Because she's really scared when she's up in the air. That's very good special reasoning.
No, I'm afraid she's gonna go right off the steps or go under the couch and fall right off. I'm gonna
She's so
put,
pretty.
I'm gonna put something
It's okay.
at the bottom so she.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we get. Okay, you'll take it. Do you have the cigarettes and stuff?
yeah.
All right, hold on. You got it?
I got it.
All right, I'm just gonna have a cigarette outside. But I'm not gonna say anything. So.
And see, she's so tiny she can't go up there.
Oh, she might fall through the cracks.
Yeah. No, she can. She
Oh,
can.
she could hit a nail.
Yeah.
And if you get stuck in a paw, yeah. Yeah, be careful.
I'm gonna kiss and pet her.
Okay, is she okay? Or she
Yeah.
still kind of looks sad? She doesn't know what to think right
No, she's just, she's acting afraid like I'm trying to, like we've unleashed Yoda on her or something.
now. Oh, but how can there be a living Yoda though?
Well, she doesn't know.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just.
It's also maybe why we're having trouble. If you're saying that common sense is what the Trump is, you fix these issues where 80% of people agree, but because of censorship, 20% has been elevated, and people think that's like
That's fine.
their opinion than
Hey, Tula, stay with mama. Tula, oh, Tula. Stay with mama. Good, Tula.
You just got home tonight.
Yeah.
We got plenty of adventures to go on.
Yeah, we got plenty of adventures to go. Please don't expend your adventure.
I haven't baby proofed this.
Okay, then we'll baby proof it.
It was baby proof when Bella was little, but it's not baby proof for years.
Right. Bam, bam, bam. All right, so we'll put the beer boot up, and then we'll get the Wheeler's Mixer Elixirs going on. And so, yeah, Tula's trying to attempt the 2 flights of stairs, but yeah, not quite big enough to handle it. But she's trying to bite off more than she can chew, literally. For a pup, so. We got a solar. That's solar. And then over here on the steps, we got the blue light. That's solar. We got, but we don't have fusion power though, because scientists haven't figured out how to do it yet. But they will. Science doesn't have limits. Only we do. Ideas don't have limits, only we do. That's the reality of the universe. Ideas don't have limitations. Only mortals do. Savvy? All right. Got a light situation. Oh, I think Tula's gonna go explore the garden. Kind of fear that she might meet a frog or something. Fall in love. Are you worried about Tula here? Yeah. We have a non-solar light that's been activated. This is my in-bike jacket. It's reflective, just in case you go out for those night rides on your bike. You ready to hit the night ride? The night trail? Yeah, all right. Just kidding. Oh, cool reflection of the in-bike jacket. It's pretty cool. Light reflection. Yeah. Here's the reflection. I became visible for some point. do a chill. Oh. Let's kick a chill together. Who could chill to this magnitude? Magnitude. Might have to switch to house shoes because we have a new pup in town. Tula is here. Aeroplane. Landing. Traveling. There it is. The aeroplane. Yeah. Traveling. Landing. Arriving in Houston, Texas. The travels. Hear the motorcycles in the distance. Oh. Sorry, that was the frog in there. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Belchage. Oh. Oh. Let's see what's going on over here, Don. Oh. President's Day. President's Dance. The President's in-bike jacket. What is it like? Besides this reflection, it also has its own logo on it. In-bike. That reflects as well. Activate computer. Technology. Get the guitar out, huh? Yeah. Put it back a little bit. Oh. Google Chrome. Ooh. Dun, dun, dun. Let there be light. As God would say. As God would say. Let there be light. Love that. Nice. Okay, let's do it. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Google. Google Alphabet Corporation. Yeah. YouTube was originally, I believe the way it went was there was PayPal, and then those founders of tech went into YouTube, and then Google realized that YouTube was the wave of the future, so they bought YouTube. So I think it went from PayPal to YouTube to Google, I think. So what? Yeah. Ah, good. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. So some people said, I bet your father is an accountant. Yeah, my stepfather was an accountant. My real father was not. So the idea here is that your stepfather is really boring, your father's really boring. So you decided to do something not boring. That's where they're getting their kind of idea from. It's not a bad idea. My stepfather is atrociously boring. An accountant. Yes, it's very boring. It's very boring. Accounting, banking, those things are not as exciting as art. Now, art's very exciting. Science, technology, now those things are very exciting. But accounting, taxes, necessary but not very exciting. Right? So even medicine is more exciting than being an accountant. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Let's see what these chords are. So the Presidents of the United States of America were an alternative rock and roll band. This is their song, Peaches. Now, some folks that they knew I did Trump parodies and things, they said, well, why don't you play he's Trump, he's in my head. He's lump, she's lump, she might be dead. I didn't want to get a visit from the Secret Service. That's the only reason why I didn't do it, because I know the lyrics said dead. And I didn't want to replace lump with Trump. So I didn't want to get a visit from Secret Service. So that's why. They may have not have they may have gotten the joke, or I could have been visited by the Secret Service. I'd rather not get visited by the Secret Service. So I said nope. Oh, it's drop D tuning, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Let's do an alternative version. Move into the country. Move into the country. All right, with no capo. I don't have to do any drop. I can do drop D tuning. It just takes a little. All right, that sounds good. Peaches was a big hit by the president. The band was called the Presidents of the United States of America. They had two hits. One was called Lump. The other one was called Peaches. Now, why would you call your band the Presidents of the United States of America? Well, I guess the answer to that is why not? Yes? In a world where everything and everyone is criticized, why not? Well, that's real creativity. The German Tomball Beer Festival boot, getting a little bubbly there. Move into the country, eat a lot of peaches. Move into the country. country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I didn't even really like peaches actually. Peaches come from a can, they will put there by a man in a factory downtown. If I had my little way, I'd eat peaches every day. Sun-soaking bulges in the shade. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Oh yeah. Now, I don't like to eat, actually I like peaches. That peach tea at Olive Garden. That fucking peach tea at Olive Garden. Oh my God. Peach motherfucking tea. That shit is amazing. I took a little nap with a roots on twist, squished by a rotten peach in my fist. Dreamed about you, woman. I poke my finger down inside, make a little room for an ant to hide. Nature's candy in my hand, or can or pie. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Look out. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. So what was the funniest thing about the October 11th, 1975 time capsule of Saturday Night Live? They did a skit on phones, and they said, even in the future, with the futuristic video phones. And I thought, was it prophetic? Not really. I mean, they had Star Trek, that was in the 60s. Like, ever since television was invented, and they had... and ever since we had telephones and television, people have always dreamed, even if they didn't know how to do it, to merge video with telephones. So it wasn't really that too far out, I don't think. Now, if someone had a manuscript from the 1700s, okay. Now here's what's really far out though. Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci from the, whatever, was it 1500s? Now, here's what's really far out is that Leonardo da Vinci started to sketch airplanes and man's flying machines. So that is pretty far out. Now, if you've gotten a manuscript or some kind of writing of some author from 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, and they imagine
that people could have an iPhone or a video phone, then yeah, that would be pretty, prophetic. But if it was Saturday Night Live 1975, not so much. Because there had been plenty of science fiction authors before that, and there had been Star Trek and other science fiction shows that had shown Skype and video phones and things like that. That had merged videos with telephones. So, telephonic communication. So William Almond Wheeler was the vice president to Rutherford B. Hayes and served from 1877 to 1881. I was wrong about Chester C. Arthur. His name was Rutherford B. Hayes. Behave yourself. Yeah. Oh, that's well after the... A member of the Republican Party, previously served as a United States representative from New York from 1861 to 1863 and 1869 to 1877. Wow. Rutherford B. Hayes. Behave yourself. William A. Wheeler, Vice President of the United States. Oh, he was succeeded by Chester A. Arthur. That's where I got it from. I see. William Almond Wheeler. If I have a son, what would I call him if I ever had a son? William Oleander Wheeler? Wow. William Alexander Wheeler? Wow. You'd have a lot of fun with this, wouldn't you? If I was a father, I'd have fun. Malone. Wait, is that in New York? Or is that in Paris? Hold on a second. Malone. Maybe it's Malone, New York. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Malone, New York. Excellent. Yeah. Malone, New York. Died in Malone, New York, too. Do you want to die where I was born? Why the hell not? I really like Houston, Texas, anyway. It's got swamp, it's got frogs, it's got pollution, it's got really bad traffic. I love it. I love bad traffic. That's what really turns me on. Everybody loves that really horrible Houston traffic, where you're sitting in lines for hours, trying to get somewhere. I love that. Fucking, we should never change that. We should keep the traffic. We should keep the traffic trafficked. Well, what was kind of striking, was it the video phone that got you at 1975? I guess the blackness of the humor was what was interesting about the original Saturday Night Live show. I expected it to be lighter and it was a lot darker. It started off with two men having heart attacks, and then it had replace your husband agency after your woman is widowed, and then yeah, it was a lot darker. It was a lot more black comedy than I expected. And then they had George Carlin hosting it, and at the end he goes on a rally against God. I said, "My God, this is crazy. My God, this is so black. This is really a black comedy here." And wow. Yeah. Does anyone pay for anything when they're dead? Do you have any debt when you're dead? Everybody who dies owes taxes. $36 trillion worth of taxes. Any of those politicians, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, when they die, they ripped off American taxpayers for fucking 30 years, 50 years. Joe Biden, when they die, do they go to hell? Anybody ever thought about that? Or they just die? That's it. Does Joe Biden go to hell for ripping off American people for 50 fucking years? Or does he fucking just die like everybody else? Wow. Now, the Roman Empire died the same way America could die. They died because senators in the legislative tax class, they abused their power of the purse, and they destroyed the empire from within. Likewise, our politicians in the legislative branch for too long have abused their power and have destroyed America from within by bleeding our coffers dry for endless wars and endless greed. So, will man ever learn that endless greed is not the way to glory? Will mankind and its politicians and its leaders ever learn that treating the people that pay the taxes like shit is a great fucking idea? Or will they continue along this dark and corrupt, stupid path, as they always have, in all of antiquity and all of history? Will mankind always do this when they get positions in Congress and positions in the Senate, whether it be the Roman Empire, whether it be America, whether it be any country? Will they ever fucking learn the lessons of history and change? Or will they continue down this dark, destructive path that dooms all human civilizations into poverty and destruction? Or will people learn the lessons of history and fight back against these cretins and claim back our nation for our people and claim back our world for people? Will we let the fate of the Roman Empire befall Western civilization and the American people and the American experiment? Shall we just die pathetically, learning nothing from our lessons of history, which are clear as day? Or shall we resist and learn from it and make a better world and a better nation that survives and endures and learns its costly lessons and makes appropriate adjustments? Are we tired of Nancy Pelosi's? Are we tired of Joe Biden's? Are we tired of Barack Hussein Obama's? Are we tired of Bill and Hillary Clinton? Are we finally tired of the leftism in this country that has bankrupted us to a horrible degree, almost disfigured us into a debt in which there is no return? Shall we neuter our government? Shall we bring government under its heels to serve the people instead of serving themselves? Shall we make America for, by, and we the people again like our founding fathers intended? Or shall we see it devoured in greed and avarice and total mismanagement and destruction? Historically speaking, I'm happy I voted for Donald John Trump. And it's on the books. I do not regret it. Not for one single solitary fucking second. In 2012, I voted against Barack Hussein Obama, even though Mitt Romney is a fucking puppet, a rhino, Republican in name only. I voted against Barack Hussein Obama and the left and the Clintonians and Joe Biden at least 2 to 3 times. And I'm proud to die with that record that I was part of the resistance. There's no greater glory than being part of the resistance. I prepared every day for the war against the Chinese communists, and the war from within against leftists and leftism. I'm ready for the Great War against the Chinese Communist Empire. They're the last obstacle in the world that try to globally dominate and try to destroy Western civilization itself. They're the last obstacle, the Chinese communist. And this war is fucking inevitable. I wish it wasn't. There's no way out of this. Our conflict of interest is too great to find peaceful ground and coexistence with this incredibly atheistic, domineering, wily, and destructively evil and satanic foe as the Chinese Communist Party, as built by Mao Zedong, the murderer of millions. I cannot sit idly by as this terrorist attacks our world and this cancer of death and evil and destruction devours our people and our allies. They must at some point be challenged and destroyed and wiped off the fucking whole entire face of the earth. Not the Chinese people, just the Chinese Communist Party itself. The Mao Zedong communist ideas must be destroyed, and the Chinese people must be reunited with Taiwan and Hong Kong. The people of China must be free again. They must be free like in their ancient days to exercise liberty and creativity like all human civilizations have the right to. All human civilizations are guaranteed this right, this eternal right of freedom. All human civilizations, whether they be Russian or Chinese, whether they be American or European, or wherever, they must be guaranteed this eternal right of freedom and liberty. It is imperative. Having nations that do not have freedom and freedom of expression and exchange limits our capacity as a world and a species, as the human race itself. If they're allowed to suppress their people with freedom of speech, or they suppress the freedom of religion like the Chinese Communist Party do to the Uyghurs, the Muslim community in China, if they're allowed to suppress or attack Taiwan or the people in Hong Kong, and we're exercising the God-given right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, then they will be destroyed without question. The Chinese Communist Party has released a plague from Wuhan Virology Institute that has killed millions of us. They're buying land next to military bases and farmland and trying to control our foods and our crops in the United States. They are trying to choke us off in the Panama Canal. This enemy must be met with maximum prejudice. These Chinese filthy fucking communists must be destroyed, period. Or they'll destroy us first. We must destroy these Chinese CCP, PRC communists. These Mao Zedong followers of hell and atheism. The world doesn't need them. The world doesn't want them. The world is a faithful people, a people from Europe, a people that believe in God. This is a godless, atheist, fucking communist piece of shit that tries to globally domineer against us and enslave us in communist, satanic atheism. And the world is not going to fucking tolerate this shit and these fucking assholes. Huh. Good. Really? No one complains when Joe Biden stole the 2020 election. No one complained about that. Using a Chinese plague. And now they complain about a legitimate election where the people, 76 million plus people voted for Donald John Trump to be reelected. Now you complain. You complain about our beloved, iconic president. The lefties, the leftoids, lefties, the communists, the Chinese dick suckers. Yeah. Now you complain. You bow down for what? You don't even believe in God. You don't bow down to even a supreme being, even to any kind of version of God. And you just suck Xi Jinping's dick like the coward you are. Hello? Yeah, what's up? Yoda? Oh, give me your camera. Give me your camera. Alright. Yoda? Okay, Yoda. Alright, Yoda. Yeah. So, the United States Air Force General, Captain, whatever they call him, he let it slip. He told his men to be prepared for war with China by 2026. He wasn't supposed to leak that information to the American public. Get ready for war with China. Why are we going to war with China? Why are we going to war with the Chinese Communist Empire? So they've been going to war with us for years. They're just sneaky about it. Chinese people are sneaky about war. They don't come in. Chinese people, they don't come and just say, hey, I want to fight you. I'm going to kick your ass. They're not obvious about it. Right? Chinese people the Chinese communists are very sneaky. They'd rather poison you. They'd rather stab you in the back. They do something sneaky. They're sneaky little fucks. The Chinese, you know? They do things in sneaky fucking... Their warfare is guerrilla. It's espionage. It's infiltrating our systems. Infiltrating our people. They use TikTok to make fucking young people dumb. All right. Do the Chinese people allow me to make a social media that goes to the Chinese Communist Empire that tells them to eat fucking Tide Pods? Would they allow that? No, they allow it in America, though. Riddle me this. Do I have a Chinese social media app that tells the youth in China to stand on fucking milk crates? Milk crate challenge. They're making people dumb. All right. Riddle me this. Do I have an American app in China that tells their youth to listen to Drake in My Feelings and jump out of their cars while it's still engaged and moving, even though that's a hazardous and dangerous thing, just like eating Tide Pods? That's TikTok for you. The TikTok is an infiltration by the Chinese communists to make American youth stupid. And they infiltrated our country very successfully, actually. Yeah. TikTok is banned because it's fucking evil. And it corrupts our youth. into doing stupid shit, dumbass shit that no other people in the world would ever tolerate. Unsafe, unhealthy, vile shit that destroys the lives of our youth. Okay, they're only going to protect TikTok because it's popular and it's profitable. And then an American buyer is going to buy it. Mr. Beast or fucking Elon Musk or somebody who has, billions of dollars of cash lying around. Which is not the majority of American people. Most American people don't have billions of cash lying around. They're like, oh man, I had my $3 billion the other day. I thought about buying TikTok, or I thought about buying ByteDance, or buying DeepSeek, or my billions are just flowing from my asshole. Yeah. Yeah, great. Not really. But, there's some people with deep pockets that can. Maybe Bezos, Jeff Bezos, Fuckerborg, maybe Elon Musk. There's some motherfuckers that have the billions to buy the shit and make it legal, so the Chinese government, the Chinese Communist Party isn't sucking all the data from the American youth and trying to make Americans stupid. Hey, why don't you drink Clorox challenge? I'm sure the Chinese Communist Party would love if American citizens were, hey, why don't all the teenagers drink Clorox? Fuck yeah! Oh yeah! What about the Clorox challenge? Drink up, baby. Ooh. So retarded. But that's TikTok. Retarded. I'm sure the Chinese Communist Party would love in TikTok the set your ass on fire challenge. Woo! Hey, why don't you stick a knife up your ass challenge? Oh, that's her TikTok challenge for the ages. Yeah! So you see that TikTok is a Chinese communist infiltration to make young people stupid. Jump out of your car while it's moving. Stand on high milk crates and hope you don't get your fucking neck broken. Oh yeah. Eat Tide Pods and hope you don't die from chemical overdose. Wow, how retarded. You can tell this is a Chinese suicide mission. Yeah. I wouldn't trust TikTok even if fucking Trump bought it. I wouldn't trust anything from the Chinese Communist Party. I wouldn't trust shit. At least I know Google Alphabet Corporation is from Mountain View, California. And I could deal with that. It's not from fucking China. So at least not yet. Real fucking tarded. The point of the Chinese Communist Party and ByteDance infiltrating America was to make people and the youth stupid. To make you actually eat detergents. To actually make you set yourself on fire. To actually make you get in a moving car and stand on top of it. That was the point. To see if they can make enough stupid people do stupid, dangerous shit and get away with it. That was the point of TikTok, was to infiltrate American society and make Americans stupid enough to just do whatever they said was cool or it was the next challenge, which was bullshit. Now, you're never going to get me to play Drake in my feelings and jump on the top of my moving vehicle and stand on top of it. You're never going to get me to get a Tide Pod and eat it. You're never going to get me to do any of these shit that the Chinese Communist Party infiltrated America and Western society with, or the world with, to do some dumb ass bullshit social media stunt. The Chinese Communist Party and ByteDance and TikTok can kiss my motherfucking rebel ass dick. And I'll see you in World War III in hell, motherfuckers. Because the first people I'm going to blame for this shit, for a guy drinking a fucking Drano, the first girl that died from a Tide Pod, I'm coming after you, motherfuckers. You're the people responsible for this fucking stupid fucking bullshit. And when World War III breaks out, I'm going to drop a bomb on Beijing so hard, it's going to blow the fucking Forbidden Temple out. I'm going to blow the Chinese communists so hard out their ass, they won't even see their ass from their fucking mouth. I'm going to blow you motherfuckers away for what you've done to us. You have crippled us. You have infiltrated us. You have released this fucking god-awful plague. When we go to World War III, I'm going to push bombs like you wouldn't even fucking know to blow your ass away. I will destroy the People's Republic of China, and I will destroy the Chinese Communist Party. And I'm going to obliterate your ass to ashes for what you did to us. You're not getting out of this, you fucker. You fuckers. Xi Jinping, I'm coming for you, you fucker. And so is all Western society. You're fucking dead already, you son of a bitch. Yeah, of course, they infiltrated American society through TikTok. Chinese communists own ByteDance to collect our data on the youth and make the youth fucking stupid by doing retarded bullshit. I guess people thought it was all friendly social media. Oh, what's the next social challenge? Oh, maybe sticking a flaming hot stick up your ass. No, it's not. That's not a friendly challenge, guys. That's suicide. That's bullshit. So China and the Chinese Communist Party seek to take over the globe and dominate the globe. So is the rest of the world going to let them dominate the globe? Or are we going to destroy the Communist Chinese Party? Interfering with our affairs, infiltrating us, destroying our children, releasing a plague that killed millions. Are we going to punish them or just let them continue? Because they'll never stop unless we destroy them. Period. They're not going to fucking stop. They're going to kill as many people as they can. They're never going to fucking stop unless we stop them. We need to kill them. Kill them to death. No more. And then there'll be peace. We must destroy the Chinese Communist Party empire. And then the world can have total peace. They won't be attacked by the Chinese communists anymore or under threat by them. We must do it to preserve Western civilization, India. We must do it to preserve all civilizations. They are a threat to mankind itself. We can't let this stupid bullshit continue, folks. We have to kill the CCP and the People's Republic of China now. We must just destroy their government. Their people are fine. Their people are the ancient Chinese of the greatness of the ancient world that discovered so many fantastic discoveries. We must keep them alive. But we must destroy Mao Zedong. We must destroy the communist Chinese empire. But we must at the same time protect the Chinese people that are so innovative in history. It's a delicate balance. But we must do this for the sake of the Chinese people and for the sake of the world itself. They'll tear us apart. They'll blow us away. They'll poison us. They'll attack us in so many dastardly ways. The Chinese communists, not the Chinese people, but the Chinese communist government, their weakness is they are cowards. They're not ready to draw blood in a fight. Cowards never do. Cowards always strike from cowardice. Cowards never win. They can win sometimes. Cowards are pussies. They always fight in the shadows, fight in the dark. That's who the Chinese communists are. They always fight us in our weakness points. They never fight us in a strength. They are cowardly pussy ants. We must squash them out before the next assault. Cowards stab you in the back like Julius Caesar. China will poison, release viruses. They will release shitty fucking TikToks and DeepSeek and all these other Trojan horse viruses to destroy and dismantle America and weaken America. We must kill them before they kill us. It is imperative. If we don't destroy the Chinese Communist Party now, they will grow stronger to kill us in the future. And they will launch more assaults against our people and our great United States of America and our great Western civilization and our great European civilization. My brethren, they might even attack Eastern allies like Russia. They may be even destroy our burgeoning allies, Russian Federation. They may even attack Australia, Philippines, Japan, South Korea. They may attack our great allies in South America, Central America. They will attack all our allies. They must be given no quarter, no leeway. They must not be allowed to attack our great allies in this beautiful world of ours. We must have liberty and freedom for all. Otherwise, those that challenge that freedom will die and perish in eternal flames. Happy President's Day. God bless and best of success. As always, we can't let communist cunts kill us and gut us out. The Chinese people must be freed from Mao Zedong, a murderer of millions, a Karl Marxist motherfucker that is the worst in humanity. To bring back our great Chinese people, we must destroy the Chinese Communist Party. Our Hong Kong brethren and Taiwanese can be free. Imagine the possibilities of a free China. imagine the possibilities of a free China. Then we could visit China without fear of war, fear of death, fear of imprisonment. We can express and exchange our ideas openly and beautifully, like in the ancient days. This is a terrible thing that has happened, that Mao Zedong was able to destroy Chiang Kai-shek and through a bloody, murderous purge, take over China for the communist Chinese empire. It is a tragedy of history that this was even allowed to occur at all. At all. Before, we were great friends. This is a problem. A major problem. We're going to war over it. Millions will die. But I'd rather die than see the world enslaved by the Chinese Communist Party. I would rather die than see Chinese be enslaved by the Chinese Communist Party. I'd rather die than see the Taiwanese be enslaved by the Chinese Communist Party. I would rather die than see the people of Hong Kong be enslaved by the Chinese Communist Party. I would rather die than to see people live like this. It's just not, it's not possible. And it's not going to be probable. So, happy President's Day. Yeah.
Hey, it's a great day for America, everybody. Happy President's Day, everyone. Happy President's Day. It's a great day to celebrate this great country and the freedom of speech for which we are so rightly famous. Because I'm going to talk about something tonight, a little bit different tonight. I'm going to do... Hey, it's a great day for America, everybody. Happy President's Day, everyone. Happy President's Day. It's a great day to celebrate this great country and the freedom of speech for which we are so rightly famous. Because I'm going to talk about something tonight, a little bit different tonight. I'm going to do something a little bit different tonight. I want to talk about something tonight that's been bothering me for a little while now. Now, you know, if you've ever seen this show before, I know that's not everybody, but I know that if you've ever seen this show before, you know that I make fun of people on this show. I make fun of a lot of people on this show. Now, a couple of months ago, Kevin Costner got himself into some kind of bother, and I made fun of him in the monologue. And then a couple of weeks later, I meet him at this event, and I could tell he was angry at me. I could tell that. But I was talking to him. He's a very polite man and a gentleman, and I could see him in his eyes. He made a decision to not go after me, just to be polite and nice and stuff. And it kind of freaked me out because it kind of personalised it for me. Up until then, this guy was there with his wife and his kids and stuff, and I was like kind of bragging on him on television. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I feel good about this. It was a look in his eye that bothered me, and I began to think, at what price am I doing this stuff? And I started to think about the effect it was having on real people, and it's been needling at me a little bit ever since. Now, I'm as guilty as sin about this. I mean, I made fun of the lady astronaut wearing the diapers when she was driving. That is clearly funny. That is clearly a funny thing. But at the same time, then the mugshot comes in and I go, this woman's in trouble. She needs help. And then I'm thinking, I don't know how good I feel about this. And I need to do stuff that I feel comfortable with. I want to be able to be funny, but I want to be able to get some sleep. So, and I don't just do this job for the money, I assure you, which is handy because there isn't much in it. Now, I remember it's been happening in the press and the media recently, and particularly in the so-called news outlets, the way the media is looking at the world. I kind of had similar feelings when I used to watch America's Funniest Home Videos. You know, you'd be laughing at the kid falling over, and then you go, wait a minute, put down the damn camera and help your kid. What's wrong with you? And I think we're kind of holding the camera, and people are falling apart. People are dying. That Anna Nicole Smith woman, she died. No, it's not a joke. You know, it stops being funny. That she's got a 6-week-old kid or 6-month-old kid. What the hell is that? You know, and I'm starting to feel uncomfortable about making fun of these people. And for me, comedy should have a certain amount of joy in it. It should be about us attacking the powerful people, attacking the politicians and the Trumps and the blowhards and going after them. We should be attacking the vulnerable people. And I think this is totally a mea culpa, this is just for me. I think my aim's been off a bit recently. I want to change it a bit. So tonight, no Britney Spears jokes, and here's why. Here's exactly why. Britney Spears. I'm not doing them. Listen, when the kind of weekend she had, she was checking in out of rehab, she was shaving her head, getting tattoos. That's what she was doing this weekend. This Sunday I was 15 years sober. So I looked at her weekend and I looked at my own weekend and I thought, you know, I'd rather have my weekend. But what she's going through reminds me of what I was doing. It's an anniversary, you start to think about it. It reminds me of where I was 15 years ago when I was living like that. Now I'm not saying Britney Spears is an alcoholic. I don't know if she's an alcoholic or not. But she clearly needs help. Now what I do here is I speak for myself. There's speculation, there's always speculation if you're on television about somebody's behind it, there's a corporation, the production people. There's not. This is me, all right? It's me and you, right? I'm trying to be honest with you. I'm not an expert on alcoholism or anything else, but I am an expert on my own story. I was there when it happened. Well, I was present. The tape recorder wasn't running until February the 18th, 1992. And it made me think about the last Christmas that I had when I was a drinking man. Hopefully the last one I was a drinking man. I was in a terrible mess. I wasn't shaving my head and getting tattoos. I saved that for later.
Midlife crisis.
I got that from my midlife crisis. But when I got sober, I was a bit older than Brittany. I was 29. And Christmas morning, before I got sober, I had been on an all-night bender. And I woke up in a room above a bar. I'd been in that pub the night before. It was Christmas Eve. I was going to have a drink and then go home. I was in London. I was going to go to Scotland, but, you know, one thing led to another. I stayed in the room above the pub, you know, and I woke up on Christmas morning and I was soaked in my own urine. At least I think it was mine. I can't be certain. I couldn't say with total honesty that it was my urine. I didn't have it tested, is what I'm saying. I hope to this day it was mine. Anyway, I woke up that morning. Now this is the mind of an alcoholic. I woke up that morning, Christmas morning, and I thought, you know, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to kill myself today. I'm going to do it today. And what I did was, I thought, I made a plan as I'm getting myself together. I thought, I'll go down to Tower Bridge in London, which is the one that goes, you know, that one, and I'll swan dive to my death. I don't know how to swan dive, but I was going to. And I thought, by doing this, I'll show them. I didn't even know who they were, but I was going to show them. I was desperately confused and desperately twisted and turned upside down by whatever the hell was going on in my head. You know, and on the way out of the bar, you know, Tommy, the barman that I'd been drinking with, you know, he was kind of playing around at the bar. He was getting drinks together at the bar in the morning. Now, he had slept behind the bar all night. I'm not saying he's an alcoholic, but he slept behind the bar all night. He was an Irish fella, Tommy, and he said to me, "Where are you going?" Now, I didn't want to cause a fuss and say, well, I'm going to go to Tower Bridge one day and kill myself. So I said, "I'm going home." And he said, "To Scotland?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, there's no transport. It's Christmas. You can't get a bus. The planes aren't running. You can't go anywhere." I said, "Just let me go, Tommy, will you?" And he said, "Well, before you go, have a glass of sherry for Christmas morning." And I said, "Oh, all right." So he poured me the type of glass of sherry that only an alcoholic would pour you, a venti sherry, they would call it in Starbucks. And I had my glass of sherry, and one thing led to another, and I forgot to kill myself that day. Here's the important point. The alcohol saved my life. I was self-medicating. I'm an alcoholic. I needed alcohol. I needed something, you know. And from that point on, until February the 18th the following year, it's all a bit foggy. You know, I would wake up and play. I was on a wild bender. I was doing stand-up gigs, apparently. I wish we had tapes of that. I'm sure they were hilarious. Anyway, on the day I finally decided to stop, I called a friend of mine who had disappeared out of the pub world and gotten sober. You know, there was scuttlebutt about him in the bars. And I called him up and I said, I need help. And he said, yeah, I've been expecting this call. And he got me into a rehab. And it wasn't like the way the rehab is, or portrayed in the news outlets at the moment, where all the kind of, you know, Lindsay Lohans and fabulous people all getting... My roommate in rehab was a 65-year-old vicar, a priest from the Church of England, who was getting, he said, yes, well, the thing is, Craig, the parishioners were complaining that all the communion wine was going missing. Screw it. And also, an old lady said that there was a hobo sleeping in the church graveyard. I had to pretend and go and look for him, but it was me! And so what happened is, I stuck with it. I was in. Now, there's a myth that goes around popular culture, I think, right now as well, which is that alcoholism can be cured by a 28 stint in rehab. I'm sorry to annoy the censors, but that is horse. That is horse. It is not my experience. For me, there's two types of rehab clinics. So there's the good ones that say to you, you know, you've done your 28 days, this is the beginning. You now have a lifetime of vigilance. This is a chronic condition that you're going to have to manage, deal with the rest of your life. And the bad ones, you know, the bad rehab centers will say, you're good, off you go. You know, the Reverend Ted Haggard, for example, when he gets out of the rehab and is cured of his
gayness.
This is clearly an unscrupulous bunch of people running that rehab. The point I'm trying to make to you is this. Now, I have been sober 15 years. There is absolutely no way I have a drinking problem. I don't have a drinking problem. I can get one fast, but I don't have a drinking problem. I have a thinking problem. I'm 15 years sober. Last week, right, I found out that Guinness has 125 calories a pint, and without a word of a lie, I'm thinking, maybe I should go on a diet. That's clearly insane. What Guinness did to me, and I'm thinking, well, it's only 125 calories. What can possibly go wrong? I want to make something clear to you. I'm not advocating temperance. I'm not advocating that. I'm saying this is for me. You know, if I could drink, I would drink, but I can't. You can't say, you know, to kids, drink responsibly. You can say to me, drink responsibly, and I'll say, I'll try. But I can't. Certain types of people can't drink. I'm one of them. I threw in the towel with alcoholism 15 years ago, and I've been trying for the last 15 years to get little bits of it back. And it looks to me a little bit that Britney Spears has a similar problem going on with alcohol. This woman has 2 kids. She's 25 years old. She's a baby herself. She's a baby. You know, and the thing is, you can embarrass somebody to death. It's embarrassing to admit you're an alcoholic. It's embarrassing to wake up in your pee or someone else's pee. It doesn't really matter. It's embarrassing. Now, I'm not absolving this woman of her behaviour. I'm not. You have to be responsible for your actions, sick or well. You have to be responsible for your actions. You just have to be. All of us are accountable. You have to be. If you have, God forbid you have a kidney problem, you don't go into dialysis. It's your responsibility to somehow get yourself to dialysis. It's your responsibility to deal with the condition that you have in whatever way you can. You know, all of us in America and in Scotland and anywhere I've ever been in my life, everybody knows an alcoholic. They're either, you know, they've worked for one, or they have one work for them, they have a parent or a sibling or a child. Everybody, there's not one of us. It does a friend, God forbid some of you poor people are married to them. You know what it's like. Now, I have found this. You can't beat it with money. If you could beat this rap with money, rich people wouldn't die. You can't. There's, for me, only for me, and I only speak for myself, so I'm going to stress this to you, I have found that the only way I could deal with it is find other people who had similar experiences and talk to them. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost a thing. And they're very, very easy to find. They're very near the front of the telephone book. Good luck.
The ending part was really. That was funny. That was a good one. Like it. I only played that because it was President's Day monologue, so that's it. You know, play Mountain has circuits. There you go. Live performance. Ooh. Mountain Head. Kind of running out of energy on the phone.
Attention supermarket shoppers, it's
They
about
play
time you
same
pay
fucking
everyday
shit.
low prices, like at Aldi. Not increasingly high prices for potatoes. Aldi doesn't play pricing games. That's why they're number one in everyday low prices. It's an Aldi thing.
That's really cool. They found like a really hot blonde on it. Yeah, this one was really cool. I don't know why they didn't stick with this kind of. Magic. Graphic. Magic. Yep. This is before the plague, so this is pre-plague music. Loose ankle. No, you got me on a loose ankle. It's kind of like ZZ Top, but they're trying to be like Matic, Traffic, Matic, Automatic. It's kind of like ZZ Top, but it's like rap. I know it's like ZZ Top rap. Loose ankle, ooh, you know you got me on a loose ankle. Loose ankle, ooh, you know you got me on a loose ankle. But it's kind of like badass, like the way, like that beat and shit. It's like. Like the bass line and shit sounds badass, dude. Like the fucking electric and shit. This one sounds dope, dude. It's Mountain Head, but it sounds like ZZ Top. But it's sort of like they're trying to be like ZZ Top, Wu-Tang Clan or something.
That's like an interesting, beer. This Mountain Head is pretty dope. I really like it. There's just no reason. Loose angle, yeah, you really got me on a loose angle. Only got me on a loose angle. Yeah, you only got me on a loose angle. Then I got the blues championship. Loose angle, yeah, you only got me on a loose angle. Yeah, you only got me on a loose angle. I always like this song, dude. Mountain Head is really. I'm feeling cinematic, graphic, cinematic, nothing is graphic, magic. Get up, get out, get up. Counties on a loose angle, loose angle. Got me on a loose angle. No, you got me on a loose angle. Traffic, the traffic, addict, manic, mathematic. Get up, get up, get down. No, you just got me loose angles. No, you got me on the loose angles. Girl, you know you got me on the loose angles. Girl, you know you got me on the loose angles. Girl, you know I can't stand loose angles. Girl, I know you know no loose angles. I love you on the loose angles. Girl, I know you love you on the loose angles. Loose angles. Give you on the loose signals. Girl, I love you, touching on the loose signals. Really on? Kind of lost out.
That wasn't Jamalicious with my ammo. Suspicious. Oh! Guess I'm running out of battery. I'll be back later. Peace, Dawn.